What's going on, guys? Another knife video for you today, and right now we're looking at Jason Brous's new version of the VR-71. I was going to do a review on this, but I decided not to for two reasons. Number one is I only had this for about a week or so, and number two, I already did a review on this knife, the carbon fiber version of it. I'll put a link in the description box if you haven't seen that one before, but it's literally the exact same knife. The only difference is this is the G10 version. Huge props to Jason for doing another version of a very popular model for way less. Now, the original VR-71 was a $400 knife, and that thing sold out almost immediately. Most of Jason's work, as soon as he comes out with something new, it's immensely popular and it sells out everywhere. This version is actually on pre-order right now, and if you order before tomorrow night, there's going to be a 10% additional discount. Okay, so how the pre-orders work is basically you pay 50 bucks, and it's kind of a deposit down on the knife, and then the rest of the money is going to be owed as soon as the knives are available. But if you do act before tomorrow night and you happen to get this one, you do get an extra 10% off. Without the discount, the base model here, like the satin version, is $220, which is still almost half the price of the original version with the carbon fiber on there. There's little extras if you want like a blackout or a different look to the knife. It can be a little bit more, but with the discount, this version right here is only 200 bucks. Again, that's half the price of the original because of the G10 as opposed to the carbon fiber. So if you saw the first VR-71, you were kind of on the fence, like I really like it, but you missed the boat and they all sold out. Well, now you can get it again in a slightly different flavor for half the price. So that is awesome of Jason. Again, I mean, I'd love to see these G10 versions for pretty much everything that he does. Completely unrelated to this video, but I also follow Jason on Instagram as well as Facebook, and he came out with an awesome looking balisong as well as a karambit. Very cool stuff. So if you haven't seen Jason's website lately, definitely worth checking out. I'll put that in the description box as well. So yeah, this knife is pretty much identical to the first one. The G10 has somewhat of a rough finish compared to the carbon fiber version. The carbon fiber VR-71 was so smooth, I mean glass smooth, that it makes this seem like it's textured. If you've never had the carbon fiber version, you would still think this is extremely smooth. It's not very aggressive at all, but I can tell that it's a rougher finish than the polished carbon fiber. The only real difference besides that is that I noticed on these newer versions, the blade choil here is a little bit more of an open half circle, okay, as opposed to like a real tight, 1/8 inch kind of choil that's drilled out. So, in essence, all that means is that you're losing maybe a 1/16 of an inch of cutting surface. Really not a big deal, but a tiny little detail that I'd happen to notice on these new ones compared to the old carbon fiber ones. But besides that, everything else is pretty much identical. It is a liner lock. It is awesome lockup. No blade play in any direction. As I mentioned before, with all of Jason's flipper designs, they are super smooth. These things shoot out like they're automatics. Very easy to use. Basically, he uses pretty heavy detents. All right, so you can see that blade getting sucked in. This will not shake out no matter how hard you swing this thing, but it builds up enough tension that when you're pushing down on the flipper, as soon as it pops out fast and it goes completely open into the lock position. All right, so it's just one of the coolest flipper designs of a lot of the knives out there. There's a lot of different flippers from a lot of different companies, both production and custom, and this has got to be my favorite. It's just the smoothest. The pivot is just really clean. I like it a lot. Take a quick peek at that blade centering. It is pretty much dead on. Extremely smooth action on this knife. What I think is really cool to Jason is when he's doing these more affordable G10 versions, he's still using the same blades. It's still the same awesome D2 that you're going to experience in the $400 carbon fiber version. Okay, so performance is the same. It is identical. This knife comes with a very cool carry case, like a lot of the other models. All right, you're going to get the little birth certificate for all the collectors out there. It's got all the information about the particular knife. And of course, Jason's personal business card, and you also get some decals. That's it for this video, guys. Just a quick little preview on these. Very, very cool. The VR-71 carbon fiber, very collectible. If you happen to have that knife and you really like the design, but you're one of these people that are a little iffy about using your expensive knives, hop in on this and get one you can actually use. Makes an awesome pair. So if you happen to have the original carbon fiber version at this point, you've probably used it enough. I'd love to hear your opinions on it after some longer use. So please be sure to post down in the comments. And that's pretty much it. Very excited about Jason's new stuff coming out. I saw on Instagram he did a little teaser. He has another folder model that's coming out soon, so I'm interested in seeing what that looks like. But yeah, if you guys want this, jump in on it while you can, because pretty soon they're going to be gone. So that's all. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have an awesome day, and I'll see you soon. Take care.